But first we have this little remarkable piece of information from an anti-white, straight from his mouth. And this is a respectable anti-white. He is a six-figure salaried person. I think it's the New York Times he works for. And he made some statements online, and many people have mentioned, but not enough people. I know that the great King Dice did, and Jesse Waters did. So let's just have a quick look at what's really going through the mind of the best anti-whites. And when I say the best, I mean the most educated, the most supposedly civil. Here we're not talking about the riffraff that are going to come and literally spit on you or cave your head in with a brick. Here we're talking about this kind of a guy. Let's hear from what he has to say. Majahat Ali or something like that is his name.
Even the Times is hopping in. Here's one of their writers bragging about breeding.
I want all the hate mongers who watch this, and I hope they do watch this because I know they hate watches. You've lost.
He's bragging about white erasure. So his name is Wajahat Ali. So sounds like totally American. Now he's second generation. And as we can see, as I articulated for you all, and if it had been anybody else who had done this, they would have made a tweet like this. It would have had 1 million views, but not me, since I'm quietly sidelined on X, where I went back in time from the guy who caved in the face with 30-some punches of a white male wearing a cross on his chest. He ripped it off his chest, punched him in the face 30 times. He was a bloody mess as a consequence. That individual, a non-white anti-white, works for California government, paid for by our tax dollars. He is the son of a anti-white who was a musician, and he was, of course, lauded and celebrated and made rich by white people here in the United States. And he himself is the son of an immigrant to this country who had himself like 15 children up in the northeast part of the country and did nothing but complain about the white race and Western civilization, how it has to be all white erased. You can see the same at work here and for so many others, anti-whites who have come into the country. He says, it's over, you lost. Who's he talking about when he says it's over, you lost? He's talking about the white race. He's not talking about blacks. He's not talking about Hispanics that have been here. He's not talking about any other race. He's not talking about Jews. He's talking about you. He's talking about your white ass when he says you have lost.
You have lost. You lost. The mistake that you made is you let us in the first place. See, that's the thing.
Talk about the truth being spoke right there, right out of this guy's anti-white's mouth. Your mistake was you let us in the first place. It's not just a matter, of course, he's going to go into as brown people. And of course, that is supporting the contention I just made that the people that have lost are the white race, the white people. It's a shame. We've gotten Jesse to say anti-white before, and we've gotten him to say some other things as well, and we'll continue to do that. But it's a shame that he wants to frame it, and pretty typical of conservatives, isn't it? That he wants to frame it as though it's America losing, and by America, his definition, kind of like Bubble Boy, I'm a Mexicans, is it's everybody who is born here, and it's your birthright if you happen to find yourself spat out between some legs on Western soil. I guess that just means that you're Western kind all of a sudden, magically, what nature and God didn't do, some paperwork will do. Go figure. It's not just about the fact that they have a lot of children. Well, they're having a lot of children on our dime, aren't they? They're having a lot of children on our systems, more importantly, the systems we've put in place. My opinion, maybe you disagree, but all of these systems we put in place enable them to have far more children than would survive where they are from, the systems that they build. I don't know exactly where this guy is from, but he's definitely not white. He's definitely some non-white country on planet Earth. Interesting phenomenon that the only race that doesn't have third world countries is the white race. Now, of course, the ear is against the door, so you'll have to do the research yourself. Maybe that's wrong. You'll have to look into it. But he's not just talking about being able to produce a lot of children on our ingenuity, our intelligence, our dime, our et cetera, our medicines, our food sciences, et cetera. It's not just that he's talking about. He's talking about anti-whiteism. He's talking about undermining our resistance to our victimization. He's talking about the weakness that we exhibit as isolated individuals that do things like throw around racial slurs that we've been throwing around for generation after generation after generation, and it hasn't worked, has it? It hasn't worked. So you beer swilling morons, you can continue at it and continue complaining that everybody needs to do it. It's something that has already been in place and has failed. Just listen to this. Your first mistake was to let us in. The devil's and his forked tongue is speaking directly to you. Are you able to hear what he's saying? What they know down deep? When it is divested of all of the pleasantries, all of the mean pathogens, all of these are the reasons why you must drop your own defense. These are the reasons why you must drop your guard, lower your fists, allow us to come in. Look at the brown baby dead on the beach. When it's divested of all of that, you get to hear the truth right from their mouth. You let us in. We were here for what is yours. He goes further, of course, than Waters is going to play here in this tiny little segment. He goes much further because he goes on to say that, your women, your white women want us. We don't even go looking for them. And they come looking to us because they like the brown man better. It was all about coming to the West. Of course, not for every single one. There are going to be good people in all groups of mankind. And there are good people who have come to the United States and other Western countries, from other races, who looked at the West and they said, that's a lot better than my people do. I'm going to go over there and I'm going to comport myself to their norms and I'm going to be part of what they do because I would like to live in that environment. Just like maybe I would do if I was able to see Elysium where a bunch of angels live and everything is even better. They can cure every single disease. Nobody is suffering with medications for the totality of your life. And I would say, look at that. I would like to be a part of that. I'm going to comport myself to however they want me to behave. Of course, there are going to be good people like that. But regrettably, there are a lot like this guy right here. So, yeah, he goes on to say after this very little snippet here of your first mistake was to let us in. We breed like crazy and we are biologically white erasing your race because your women are coming to us and they like, of course. Did you grow up with any non-white people at all and you hear their conversations like I did? This is the West is milk and honey. It is opportunity, not only for cash and riches and being able to dominate others with the cash and riches, but for the women, for the sex, for the etc. That's why so many of them are here. Take a good look at his face. He looks like he doesn't have like a full tattoo over his face. This is the normal, ordinary anti-white who will be treated with respect in interview after interview after interview. And at its heart, this is what they think. And he's revealing it to you.
With brown people. I'm going to say this as a brown person. There's a lot of us. We're a breeding people. And the problem is you let us in 1965.
Yeah, he goes on and on about that. You let us in. We're producing more babies than you, but don't be a low IQ'd white muppet. I know that so many out there, not in this community, but I know that so many out there are low IQ'd white muppets. Stop speaking. When we were a healthier race, people recognized Leonidas. People recognized Rommel. And they said, I'm going to shut my mouth because I don't have the IQ that guy does that's figured shit out. So do that. Follow their lead. Be as good as our people used to be. Don't pipe in with, well, we need to have more babies. That's what we got to get breeding quick. You don't even have to take care of them. Just like so many have been led astray by these content creators on the internet that aren't even white. They might have a little bit of white blood in them and they're like, yeah, abuse the women, get them pregnant and move on. All you're doing is producing anti-white foot soldiers, you imbeciles. And that is where, I mean, talk about starting off and getting to see exactly what the anti-whites are actually up to.